Uh,
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Hey.
Welcome to Table Tea, where we just kind of hang out because we want to.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a video diary for me.
It's called Table Tea, where we spill the tea, talking tea about tables and the
We talk
games.
tea at our tables.
And tea.
We are Sex
So-
Mom, and we're here to make you think about death and get sad and stuff.
oh,
I'm trying to think if I should open in our traditional way, or if I should be like, "Welcome back, Don. We're so happy to have you."
Well, you
Open
just
with
said
that.
it, so welcome back, dog. We're so happy to have you.
I'm so glad to be back.
Aw, we've missed
It
you.
was very nice.
I missed you so fucking much.
I can't tell you how much I missed you all too.
Aw.
It's good. The time of separation is past. We're together again. That's all that matters, baby.
Oh,
We'll never
What?
be apart
I'm
again.
making the faux your voice, but it's kind of genuine.
aw.
What?
I said I'm making the faux tear voice, but it's kind of genuine.
Yeah.
The best is in the past.
I'm just
All
glad
right,
you're back.
Huh?
I'm just glad you're back. Come
Why you
on.
going all that ass though?
We should get all that ass.
We should get that. Thank you. All right.
No, I don't have
Never
that
mind the
yet.
mushy. What?
I don't have that yet. All that ass.
All that ass.
Well, get it.
That'll be
But
soon.
never
All that ass
mind.
we get.
Never mind the mushy stuff. What'd you guys think? How'd you
Oh.
like your Christmas?
That was fun. Those Christmas presents were very sweet. I don't know jack shit about D&D in terms of like items or lore, so it was always fun when you give us presents because I'm like, oh, that's cool. I love that. Thank you.
and it's like I didn't even know that thing existed. This is amazing. I didn't know get a tattoo as a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. That was awesome.
Well, that's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything that just came out.
Ooh, nice.
And when I saw, I was like, okay, what am I going to give Oberon? What would Bad Boy Oberon like? He would love a tattoo.
Tasha's tramp stamp. Plus
It's like
5.
I said. First, I get "You're not my real mom," and now he's getting a tattoo.
Well, he's in a rebellious period of his life right now.
I don't blame him. Eventually, 5 years from now, he'll realize who he truly loves.
Yeah,
I was always there for him regardless. I don't blame him.
absolutely.
I just go in the bathroom and cry about it for 2 hours.
He's got a long road.
That mom guilt though.
I think he's actually just trying to see how many mommies he can get. I think he's just kind of mommy.
Oh,
greedy.
mommy collection.
Yeah.
Mommy hunting.
He's got himself a veritable harem of moms.
A mother
Which
harem.
sounds very lewd if you think about it.
He's got mommy issues, so he's trying to fill all the voids there.
You and me both, honey.
If one
Our
mommy is
D&D
good,
champion
7 is even
for-
better.
Our champion of mommies is Ollie so far. Ollie has most mommies in any campaign.
true.
we've done.
Well, he's going to try and break that record.
Try it. I'll get another mommy.
It's a goal now. It's a competition.
Ollie's been cloned, so we can get even
There's
more
way
mommies.
too much aura.
That's not fair. That's cheating. That's cheating.
But yeah, I enjoy this competition.
They're arguing over which one gets mommy.
I will fight you.
Some Crystal sneaks in and gets another one.
Mommy off.
So,
I'll mom you off.
And what was it? Oberon was a little wild today.
Yeah, he did.
It was the first time he's asked for help. Like I actually have that like on my list of items. And I was like, oh, I haven't really had an opportunity to actually ask for help there. So this is perfect since she was already there. He didn't have to actually go. So I thought it was a fun opportunity. And I'll tell you, my thoughts at first were being like, I didn't think he was going to get handed such an awesome weapon. I was thinking, he was going to be like, can I ride on your shoulders and you drive me through like a battering ram through the crowd of
Just
mice. That was originally going to be my idea. If she didn't do something that's kind of like surprised me, and I was like, oh, we get big toys. I see.
Mary Reed is
Way under my original plan.
You're a latchkey kid for Mary Reed. She's like, here's a gun. Go play. I'm busy.
Yeah. That was a big surprise. That was
Mommy's
very
drinking her wine. Leave her alone.
Mommy's talking to the rest of the adults.
yeah. So that was very, very fun, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The antics that ensued.
You got a single-use fireball.
Yeah, that was great. Most firepower I think he's ever had. So, oh.
I respect it.
Sally's like, I do that all the time.
Oh, so you're sparkly Southern.
Oh man,
I wish somebody
Choking on-
would give me a reason. What are you choking
I
on?
wish someone would give me permission.
food.
Oh.
No.
What did you guys get for food? Oh yeah, Costa Vida.
We got Costa Rica nachos.
Yeah.
Yummy. I miss Costa Vida.
We had one like a quarter mile away, and then there isn't anymore. The
Aww.
closest was like 4 miles away. We were like, cost the same on DoorDash. Let's go.
Hell yeah. I just missed our key lime pie. It was so good.
That's a good time.
I've never had.
Oh yeah.
Ashley, come on. Get your act together.
I don't think Costa Rica is California.
I forgot that Amelia was there with you guys.
Yeah.
She was just off flirting with like.
It's because I didn't draw her in the picture.
You did. She's a doll, and plus that was enough.
By the way, I didn't know Dawn was going to be back.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
So Laurel has a Dawn doll to be like, oh, there's a little something.
Yeah.
So now he's just like, oh, well, I get both.
I kind of sprung that on everybody.
Surprise!
I'm totally
I was thrilled.
It was like
I was a little like,
miracle.
man, if I ask, am I like pressuring? Maybe I should chill.
Aw.
I've decided to just go for
Turned
it.
out, no.
It was fast.
I said to Pastel, like, hey, I heard that there's this thing, there's this D&D on Thursdays. How do I get in on this?
I know somebody.
You gotta suck Ashley's dick.
That is how I got in.
Everyone here's done it. Come on, T. Don't be shy. I'm sorry. It's not true.
You want to be a D&D star, don't you?
Oh no.
I know all the breaks.
T. Rugen's gone very quiet.
I know all the dice.
I'm sorry, T. I didn't mean it.
It's alright. It's alright.
Oh.
This is what you gotta do in the biz. That's what they call it, you know, the biz.
Biz.
Bobby, no.
That's what everybody calls it in the biz.
Yeah, you know, and you're in the biz, you know.
All
what
that
they call
grease
it.
in the wheels.
So, how's your hiatus been, Nikki? Has it been restful? How's your
I would
global pandemic been?
categorize my hiatus as hell.
Oh no.
Hell.
Oh, no!
I would
As in, I hate
would
this.
say-
I
yeah.
hate hiatus.
Yeah. So
Hiatus?
basically, at the end of July, a crack in my shell appeared, and I became crippled with anxiety and fear at what I was slowly beginning to realize. And it took me several months to accept that I am trans.
Hey!
Baby.
We love to see it. Please continue,
then-
sorry.
Actually start making progress towards putting things in motions to start
Aw.
I'm so happy for you. I don't know if I was like, maybe we don't want to talk about that on the show, but I just deer in headlights froze.
Nikki and I briefly discussed it before you got back, so.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I want to just be like, hey, Nikki, so that crippling emotional stuff that's had you gone for so long, what's up with that, bro?
So that,
That's
Son?
right.
Please talk about it in the most public space you possibly could.
I don't mind at all. I'm glad that Sally brought it up because it'd be.
I'm so glad.
It was kind of awkward if I had to bring
You
it
know
up.
what? As someone who has also come out as trans, I can tell you it's a hard thing to bring up in casual conversation. Be like, yeah, D&D was cool. By the way, I'm trans now. Surprise!
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
The reason, aside from the the fear and the anxiety, I isolated myself because I had to be sure that it was my decision. And there is some people, and I'm not suggesting that anybody here or that any of my friends would do this, but there are some people in the trans community that essentially make it their goals to crack eggs, as it were. That it is their duty, they're honor bound to find as many eggs as they can and crack it for them.
Oh yeah.
But this decision had to be mine and mine alone, not anybody else's, because if I rushed into it and I started all of this, and then 2 to 3 years from now, after taking hormones, maybe even surgeries, then realizing, oh no, this actually isn't what I want. Well,
yeah, that would be bad.
Be horrendous, yeah.
But I was gonna say,
detransitioning is hard.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's incredibly rare, but there are people who do detransition.
That's true. Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel a little bad for past me, who was like, I'm of the gay. I bet everyone I know is secretly gay. Wheedle it out of you.
I mean, look, some people like having someone help kind of coax them along, and I think Nikki's decision to, kind of step back and be like, I'm going to soul search and figure this shit out and decide for myself is entirely valid, and I'm glad that you reached your conclusion the way you felt was best.
Yeah. And part of it was even accepting that I'm trans. The next step was the courage to actually do something about it, because oh shit, I have a license to be a teacher, and being trans is like a career suicide in many states. It was my mentor teacher who kind of gave me that nudge. I reached out to him, and he told me what I needed to hear, that you just have to be brave, and you got to find the right school for you. It's probably going to take some work, but you have to be you.
Goddamn right, you gotta be you. Hell yeah. I'm glad you have a good mentor. And yeah, I do not envy you being in a position like that where, society is still gonna be shitty about something that they shouldn't be shitty about. But I'm glad that you got a good mentor who's got your back.
Me too.
That's what's so important, is having that kind of
Arkham has a trans brother.
Yes. It's definitely a journey. I mean, he has so much like doctors and counselors and everything, and I'm like, I'm supportive of him, but it's so good to have like either like I said, like therapists or people who also transitioning as well, because you really need that encouragement that you can get when it gets tough.
Gotta get that peer group going.
Yep.
So, Nikki, have you made any decisions on, well, I guess the first question would be, are you going straight femme, or are you leaning non-binary? Do you know yet? Where's your head at on that?
Oh, I got all those questions answered.
Oh, all right. Well, then lay them on us.
Straight femme. Straight femme. She, her.
Sick. Welcome to the
yeah.
club. Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club.
Welcome to our
Welcome, Nikki.
club.
Welcome, Nikki. Welcome, Nikki.
I have a half membership in that club.
Cool.
You got like the low end pass where you like can come on with.
Yeah, I need one of you with me.
It's like the Stonecutters. You have to know someone who's already in it to get you in.
Yeah.
Cool. So she, her. Have you decided on any particular name changes or anything like that in terms of like, I guess like you don't have to like dox yourself about like your real life stuff, but like in terms of like online persona, are you going by Dawn now specifically, or anything like that?
Online, I will go by Dawn. Yes.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Although it has been fun, going by the artist formerly known as Nikki. Prince is
It has an air of mystery.
Prince is another Minnesotan, so
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, even, online persona wise, I don't want to accidentally end up dead naming you, so apologies in advance if that happens.
I
Yeah.
don't care. Nikki's gonna be a girl now anyway, so.
Oh, tight. Cool.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't
funny, in
sure
our
if
other
you had,
campaign,
emotions
we just
wrapped up
was
in
a
that.
girl.
That's good.
In our other campaign, we just made Nikki a girl
Hell
through
yeah.
like Feywater and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And again, that's like, oh my god, there was another sign.
Yeah, get ready to do that for the
We're
next like 3 or 4
texting.
years, just being like, oh.
Oh, it's like that picture. It's like that. Go ahead.
I've been today was a lot of coming back and reconnecting with people, and a reoccurring theme with a lot of it is, yeah, we knew.
Feeling.
It's like that picture that is that guy. He's got a shoulder angel and a shoulder devil, and the angel's like, or the devil's like, you should do a thing, and the angel's like, I agree, you should do it. And he looks to the shoulder devil. He's like, how come you're a girl? And she says, you'll find out in a couple years.
Yeah.
That's where I am right now.
Mega congrats to Nikki. I hope I'm not inundating you with questions. I'm just excited for a baby trans in the community.
I'm happy to answer any questions. In fact,
John is both of those things.
I thought a lot of you, Sally. In fact, I believe I told I think it was either Pastel or Ashley that I was like, I really look forward to talking to Sally when I get back.
Hey.
You did tell me that.
Yeah, this goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway because even though it goes without saying, it's important to say things. You are welcome to bug me about any fucking trans ass questions you got. Like I've been through it all for a couple years now, so I'm pretty familiar with the MTF track.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, you can go.
I was gonna ask. Are you gonna start hormones?
I have an appointment with Planned Parenthood on Monday.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, go for informed consent. None of this bullshit of like, well, you need to be seeing a therapist for a year and be living as your presented gender for a year. Like, fuck that bullshit.
That was another huge fear of mine that could have been alleviated if I just looked it up at first.
Yeah,
my state does work off the informed consent model rather than
it's almost like people need to be told that that's an option.
Because my worry is, one, therapists are super expensive. When I start HRT, I'm not going to see a therapist. I don't particularly need one. My worry was,
I'm very expensive.
that one, they're very expensive. Two, I only just applied for insurance this month. And three, the worry was I'm going to have to like ham it up to like show enough signs. Because any therapist can just be like, no, you don't show enough dysphoria.
Oh my god, that's so hard too, especially when you're like really in the beginning stages, because like I think you mentioned something about, wanting to make sure that this was legit or whatever, and this might reflect your own experience, but like when I was like, it took me like 2.5 years to really like kind of reach the point where I'm like, oh, I think I might be trans, and part of that is just not having like trans friends. So like,
Mm-mm.
you know, when you don't have someone you can see the example and be like, huh, maybe that would work for me. It's a little harder, but like. I for the longest time like it was just like, well, no, I think I might be into sissy stuff, but every time I see like sissy related content, it makes me feel weird and I don't like it for some reason. Or you know, like pronouns was kind of a thing for a long time where it's like, well, I guess maybe I'm gender fluid, and it's like, well, I don't want to be she her, but I don't want to be he him. So yeah, but I don't want to commit to that. So like it took me a while to kind of like fully kind of ease into it.
Wow, you're basically describing the path I've gone
It's
through
almost
already.
like
You're just a few years ahead of me. Here,
yeah.
girl.
So I you know, it's one of those things like you and I are both in a very unique position where we both have similar trajectories, I'm guessing, in terms of just age and kind of what we're into and the communities we run in, and kind of you know, that can make for some some shared experience. So I'm glad for you. Informed consent HRT is fucking awesome. Planned Parenthood is pretty okay. They're not the worst. They are actually,
Yeah, but you know,
I can send you, there's a big old map of informed consent clinics all over the United States. You can look at that and see if there's any around you.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me grab that link for you while it's in my brain. Do you know anything about like the process of HRT at all or anything like that? I don't want to end up translating shit that you might be aware of.
I know that there's kind of like two different sorts of options. One is the estradiol, progesterone, and spiro something, and the other involves
Girl, I know.
injections. Yeah,
Spiro Agnew.
yeah. And the other involves injections, and something else. And I was talking to Sky earlier today, Cloud Puddles, and she was saying that of the two options, injections and the other one worked out for her better.
Yeah. So kind of.
Biclutamide.
Yeah, I forget the fucking names. But yeah, you basically you take a testosterone blocker and then you just, you know, pump your body full of estrogen and or progesterone and potentially also progesterone if you want. The Spiro, there's a different one for T that Sky knows about. I haven't had any problems with spirulactone. They'll start you out on like a higher dose, and as you continue to do HRT and your body just gets more estrogen into it, they'll start pulling your dose down because you'll naturally just suppress testosterone production by having lots of estrogen in your body. So yeah, there's a few different options for how you get that estrogen into you. In terms of like the vector, it can be oral through pills, or you can do creams or injections, or you can do what I do, which is a pellet where they like make a little small incision in your hip every 3 months and just stick a bunch of estrogen pellets in there, and then your body just gradually absorbs them over the course of 3 months. I say go for progesterone too. I started doing progesterone earlier this year, and it's made my boobs look really awesome, which is tight. But if you're worried about doing everything at once, just, you know, you can add progesterone later. It's not a deal breaker.
My immune system's pretty strong as it is, so
Yeah, well, I know for me personally, when I was starting HRT, like everybody you talk to was like, "Oh, are you ready for like mood swings and stuff? Like, are you worried about that?" And it was like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just want boobs and not to feel like a dude. Fuck you.
I mean, I already have mood swings, kinda. So you know,
Hey.
whatever.
So did I, and then I got medicated for depression. But yeah, you might notice bigger swings like that. I'm glad that you're getting on fucking what's it called, insurance, because you can, you know, use that to see a doctor to, I don't know, if you're not doing that kind of shit already.
And I can do back. I can do back
Sorry.
pay whatever 3 months. I can get back claimed.
Hell yeah. But yeah, no, that's exciting. Just don't stress too much. I know that's like hard to do if someone says it to you.
Oh, I'm honestly, I'm not stressed about the HRT. Pastel could tell you that I'm basically, and also Sky could tell you, I'm like prime MTF
You're
material.
just like, let's fucking
Small,
do.
small,
fuck.
Yeah, you're
pretty
just.
girly
Oh,
already.
yeah, that's true. You are.
I'm not exactly a raging paragon of testosterone as it is.
Unlike me.
You're a slender bitch. I forgot. You're
You know,
already.
you didn't have to join the call to just agree with me on that, Sarah. I find that
And not to put anybody on the spot, but I.
go play your silly game. Honestly, the only thing I'm really worried about is the voice training, because that's gonna take work from me. It's gonna be lots of practice and practice and practice.
You know exactly your husband already, so it's...
There's a really good YouTube channel I can turn you on to. I posted a link to that tweet about informed consent, by the way.
Unfortunately, I did look at it, and unless I want to drive up to the cities, the informed consent one is Planned Parenthood in my city.
That sucks.
I really don't want to drive up to the cities because that's
a drive.
Out.
Yeah, with regard to HRT, I would say maybe skip the oral estradiol after a while. Switch to either pellets or injections. The injections sound scary, but they're really not. You basically just grab your tummy and you poke it. It's a small needle. It's not like you have to find a vein or anything like that. It's just intramuscular. So it's like doing B12 or like insulin, basically. You only have to do them once a week, which is a plus. And the benefit of that is that if you take it, the non-oral versions of estradiol, however you end up doing that, it bypasses your liver, and so you don't have to deal with your liver turning the estrogen into estranol, which is no good because that's the one that's been linked to causing breast cancer. And if you have a family history of that, that would be a concern.
Actually, not to brag, but my family history is pretty clean up.
Wow. Okay, someone's flexing. Okay.
Just generally everything.
I mean, like, it's not like it's gonna kill you in a week or anything like that. I just personal recommendation. Just because I mean, it's a bigger issue for me because my mom and one of her sisters have already had breast cancer, and you really don't want to lose that killer new rack you're working on, Nikki.
You also don't want to be the first.
You're gonna fucking love your life.
That's also true.
You want to love your life on HRT. It's gonna be great. You're gonna feel so much better just being in your own skin.
Hell yeah.
You see, like, there's lots of little things too. Like, it's not just like, oh, you got boobs now. Like, you start seeing like redistribution of fat and softening of certain features and things like that. It's great.
Honestly,
also, don't fucking stress.
What I want most.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, please continue. Tell me what you want. Don't let me just talk on you.
What I want most is I just want my face to soften up.
Oh, absolutely, we'll do that to you.
That's where I get the biggest dysphoria. I don't have that big of like bottom dysphoria like a lot of maybe not a lot, but certainly a significant portion of the trans community. I don't really get bottom dysphoria, but the face dysphoria can kind of whack me a bit.
Well, your face will definitely soften up. I started noticing softening of features in like 3 months when I started HRT.
That's what they say, 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, I don't know if you were around, so you probably didn't see this. I'll show you my little like.
I was isolating.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see.
I didn't mean to sound.
No, I know. I'm being a smartass, but I can show you. Like, I did a little compilation progress thing of all of my progress on HRT so far, and you might be like, oh hey, look, shit's happening. Scrolling through my Twitter to find it. Pictures of my butt. More pictures of my butt.
Yes.
What?
There's a lot of those, yes.
Yeah, just a few. Did I?
That's another thing. I mean, boobs are fine enough. And
Yeah.
they're great. I want some, but it's all about the butt, bro.
It will add to your butt. I thought I've gained quite a bit of weight on HRT. Not like, oh, I'm fucking obese now, but like I've gained a lot of weight. I'm like 260, but it's all in my hips and butt mostly. So there's that for you, Nikki.
Finally might get over 100 pounds.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, baby.
I'll show it to chat because fuck it, I don't care. It's on my public Twitter. Who gives a fuck? There you go, chat. You can see Sally from fucking 2016 to a couple months ago.
Well, you can really tell
You
right
really-
before COVID, that last picture.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, it's feeling good, looking good.
Gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, hon.
You can really tell the difference in the face.
I know, right? That
Eh?
that November 2018 is like right after I started hormones because it started in September 2018, and like
those are some pinchable cheeks.
that's what my girlfriend says.
Just your face.
Or,
Oh.
as I like to say, the pastel cheeks.
Hey,
Back on them titties.
I'm so excited for you, Nikki. That's so good to hear. The other thing I was gonna say, not to overwhelm you or anything like that, but try not to stress about the voice thing. I still don't do any vocal exercises even though I should, and like it sucks to be misgendered by phone. But you know, the way you present in person generally informs people's gendering more than just the way you sound. Like, I almost never get misgendered anymore. The only time I ever get misgendered is in the drive-through line.
To be honest,
It's okay, so does my sister.
If I didn't know you were trans, I would say that you just sound like a girl. You know, you sound great.
That's what I'm saying. My sister often gets misgendered in a drive-through line, and she's 100% cis. So
Aw.
some girls just have a deep voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, and the other
Maybe
last
That's in the fucking book.
one very important other little tidbit of wisdom I've discovered over the years is wherever you're feeling super dysphoric, like if it's in your face or like in your junk or whatever, just remember that your brain is an asshole and will always kick your ass more than it deserves. And like the things that you stress about, no one else will think is a big deal. Like, you know, one of my trans friends, she stresses a lot about how her shoulders are too wide, and they're just totally fine. But you know, our brains like to be like, no, this is wrong. This doesn't look good. It ruins everything. And I can promise you that you will look hot, and that anything that you're stressing about that you think looks shitty almost certainly looks fine to everybody else.
You guys are beautiful, perfect women, and any changes that you want is just a different vision of perfection that is you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I have literally never seen anybody complain about Sally posting like selfies. I was like, oh fuck yeah, like every single time.
Hard not to like Sally butt for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Although
Yeah.
I did play around with FaceApp the other day,
Maybe.
and I guess I'll just post it because I really like how it came out. Because if that is even in the realm of possibility,
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Share that.
You got mad Jay Nicholson vibes.
Absolutely. Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Goddamn. Is that your natural hair right now? I don't know how much.
no, that's part of the filter.
Oh, okay.
But I mean,
Yeah, grow your hair out.
absolutely.
I'm gonna guess that you're probably not packing a ton of body hair to begin with.
No, I don't have chest hair. I don't really have back hair.
I mean, hey, that's a plus for you. I've been doing laser for like 2 years, and that's been a big help for me. So sidestepping that helps your transition all the more. Yeah, you
That
could,
sounds like literally a lot of
Makes it
pain.
less expensive for sure.
yeah. But yeah, you will absolutely. Your face will soften the fuck up on HRT for sure. And you know, down the road, if it's really something that still bothers you, you know, you could pursue, in theory, doing like facial feminization surgery. Contra got it, and honestly, I thought she was hot to begin with pre-surgery, and she looks even hotter now. And like,
I like a girl with it. As speaking as a lesbian, I like a girl with an angular face, actually, like a lot. So,
you know,
How you make buzz cut work?
It's one of those things. I'm glad you said that, Pastel, because for me personally, at least, like knowing that other people like certain features about the way you maybe aren't sure about yourself,
yeah,
helps me to feel more confident about myself. Like I follow a couple of trans sex workers on Twitter who just post OnlyFans content, and none of them have bottom surgery, and they're still hot as fuck. And I'm like, oh hey, I can maybe not hate my wiener. That's tight. You love to see it.
ContraPoints explains about the feminine penis. It's a thing.
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna say I follow several trans ladies who still have their wiener, and it's just a good time.
I find it pretty fucking hot, personally.
It's called a girl cock.
I'm really not too, like. I haven't really given it too much thought, but I'm not like this needs to get chopped off right now.
Yeah. No. To be fair, it's a lot of baby steps. It's so many baby steps. I mean, the only thing you should focus on right now is getting into HRT. Literally anything beyond that, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Oh yeah.
There's also like when you're ready to do it, there's a website that has every state listed and gives you like really easy to follow step-by-step instructions on how to change your name and gender identifier on your birth certificate and everything else.
Cool
Super easy.
that.
Yeah.
My alumni actually provides resources to help trans people do that. Like they will help you.
Oh, that's awesome! I'm so glad to hear that.
And my state, just want to look it up to be sure again.
I need to just finish submitting my paperwork. I keep dragging my feet on that one.
Changing legal gender on birth certificates in my state and other identity documents does not require undergoing sex reassignment surgery. The applicant for gender change needs to obtain a certified copy of a court order for gender change and pay the applicable fees. So it's super.
Yeah, that's the part my brother's working on right now. It's the thing, 'cause it can seem a little intimidating, but their therapist encouraging and is going to be there with do it. Yeah, that's I know it's like a big step right there, but it's part of the process.
My state's also that health insurance providers are prohibited from excluding or discriminating against transgender people.
Yeah, they are. Hell yeah. Fuck those guys.
I'm glad I don't live in the South.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I'd let you come over with me. We're in Washington. It's the most progressive state, even more than California.
The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's why we moved from North Carolina to out here to Washington State.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, yeah, I would describe my state and have plenty before as though you just took Washington, mixed it with a little bit of like some of that East Coast vibe too, and just plopped it in the Midwest, because my state has very little in common with like
the surrounding area.
The surrounding very Midwestern states.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
I don't know if I told you this, Don. I listened to the Asylum episodes on a whim. Like this. Oh my god, it was so good. You guys were so
still
good.
My favorite location. My favorite location still.
Obi's
gonna run away. Obi's gonna run away someday, and that's where he's gonna go. He's gonna find him. It's another potential mom from there.
I don't think you want her as your mom. She is very expensive.
Not to derail the conversation.
You can take that, mommy. I'm
But
okay.
we were talking. I was like, "Why did this even come up?" We were talking about Midwestern. You were, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that character I absolutely stole from somebody else."
I loved it. My fave.
It was very fun.
It was.
Y'all were great. You, Sally, and you, Laurel, giving
Hey.
Dawn such a hard time.
She thinks it talks.
She thinks the bear's alive. She talks to the rock.
She's utterly convinced it's a sending stone, as if that exists.
No, what happened was Dawn was like, "It's a sending stone," and I was like, "Of course it is, dear."
I honestly feel that episode was just like, let's all gaslight Dawn.
You're a great.
That's national pastime.
You're a great straight woman for the craziness of the rest of the party, Dawn. I'm sorry, you're just a perfect role for it.
Yeah, I'm not straight in the terms of character roles, not straight sexually.
Oh, absolutely not.
I never know. Straight.
I'm sorry. I feel like I derailed the conversation.
Nah, you're
No,
fine.
no.
But we have
I
been going
didn't
for
think
40
of that
minutes.
episode a lot.
Yeah, I do need to go.
Oh,
Shit, it's
okay.
like 8:30.
Oh, shit. At first, I was like, "Oh man, we're really airing this on live for Dawn." I feel a little bad, but I think it actually might be nice to have a video to go back to.
Also, yeah, Dawn,
Oh, yeah.
if you'd rather not me post the table tea, I don't have to. If you're like,
I don't mind at all.
okay, good.
Hell yeah.
Because I was gonna be like, I need it at least.
And oh,
This is a video diary for me. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna call it here. Thank you again, everyone, and welcome back, Dawn. So I keep welcoming you back because I'm beyond thrilled to have you back. I missed you so much,
I missed you too.
and
Oh, me too, hon.
I'm just so happy.
just so happy.
And yeah, we'll probably not be playing on Christmas Eve.
Or New Year's Eve.
We'll see. I was gonna say we'll see New Year's. So I don't know what anybody's doing, if anything.
Since COVID still is rampaging. If you guys want to on New Year's, like
I mean, I'm not
Ask
doing
closer to New Year's.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any plans. We could play like Among Us or something. That could be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
baby.
would be
I do
fun.
have
We gotta
Among
get
Us.
it so
It
Oberon
was
can
really
play.
fun last time we did it.
Yeah.
Oberon, they have it on Switch now. You have a Switch, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh, I'll
They
give
have
you the fucking
a
money
Switch
for it.
exclusive.
Servers.
Oh well, I guess we all have to get
I'll
on
get
Switch.
it.
I don't know if
I
the Switch
don't
one.
have a
Wait.
Switch.
Well, I don't know if the
In-
Switch is going to be compatible. I don't know if you can do crossplay with
It's
it.
cross-platform except for that one map, I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Sweet.
That's perfect.
All right.
All right, well, everybody.
is.
I can't wait to stab you all. Then
Yeah.
We have some great Among Us games. That
Oh
we
my
played,
god. Let me tell you, probably not on Table Tea since people need to go, but Pastel. I kept trying to have her be my accountability buddy, and she kept murdering me.
Well,
2 times the pattern. All right, yes.
Hey,
Goodbye,
catch your cats on the
everybody.
flip flop.
Thanks
Bye.
for listening. Bye.
bye.
Thank you. Maybe see you New Year's. If not, have a great rest of the year. Do as best you can.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.